Alrighty, we got quite a pack here. We are playing with my cube, so no time vault in this one. And we've got Hull Breacher, Demonic Tutor, Archon, I guess Fiery Confluence and Palace Jailer, but really it's kind of like DT versus Hull Breacher. And I think DT is a better early pick. Hull Breacher is fine. Obviously it's a good card and you can end up making it very good, but I do like starting with DT. There's also Archon. Kind of hoping that the next person here, Benji Butt, takes Archon. Oh, Nachito's passing to me, so I should take a blue or black card, certainly. He likes playing Mardu, but I'm going to go with DT. Let's see how this turns out. Well, it turns out okay. There's a Blood Tithe, a Soul Guide, a Collective Brutality. I mean, this is just kind of a weak pack. A bunch of Rakdos things. It's not that DT is like the best in like a Rakdos mid-range deck, but it can be good. There's two different Rakdos lands. I don't even know. I almost want to just take Soul Guide. It's such a weak second pick, but I mean, I guess what I could do is I could take Blood Tithe because I think Blood Tithe is a pretty strong card. All right. Or I just take Collective. You know what? I'm just going to take Collective Brutality. Let's just stay blue-black, or a mono-black rather. Maybe it's time. Maybe a Necromancy. I don't do that often. There's a Reprieve, a Retrofitter's obviously a great card. Lutry's pretty good. Rumble's good, but you know what? I'm going to take Necromancy, and I've got a good start to Reanimator. Let's see how this goes. Though, did pass the Archon, which is kind of unfortunate. Hopefully that gets taken and I'm cutting Reanimates. But, I don't know. We've got a Tutor, a Discard Outlet, and a Reanimation spell in the first three picks, and pretty reasonable power level of each. The Necromancy is not the best. Now there's Troll. I love Troll. There's also Hymn to Tarok, which is a great card, but Troll in a Reanimator deck is really strong. Passing a Jace. Oh, could have had Hull Breacher Echo. So what would our second pick have been? Hull Breacher, Soul Guide, and then fourth pick Echo. I don't even know what third would have been. All right, well, let's just take the Troll here. New Troll here. And then here, here there's a Xander's Lounge, which I think Grixis is much better than Esper for this start. I do like the land. I don't care about reanimating Battle Ball. I think Xander's Lounge is better than all these other lands because Troll can go get it. Can't get Blazemire Verge, for example. And I don't think I want to take Uat. I do like Shiko, Paragon of the Way, but we're not really set up for that so much. And then here, an Oliphant. It also gets Xander's Lounge, and now I have two big reanimate targets that I can cycle on turn one. There's also Palantir, which I do like in this kind of deck, but I think Oliphant's going to be very good. I like Pillage too. Pillaging the Bog is one of my favorite activities, but I think that I should just take the Land Cycler here, and this is a pretty solid little start. Obviously could use an Atroxa type card, wouldn't mind. A little bit more interaction and all that, but for being 6 picks in, our mana is already very good if we want to be some kind of Grixis combo. There's a Fallen Shinobi. I do like that one. There's also Fire Ice. I'm a pretty big Fire Ice fan. Brazen Borrower. I don't think I want Talisman. These decks don't usually need that. We're not in a position to take Flamehold Grappler, so it's like Brazen Borrower, Fire Ice, or Fallen Shinobi. I think with this start, it's just going to be Fire Ice. Just a little bit of interaction. Does some things. I like Fire Ice. And then here, I do like a Seasoned Pyro. There's also Ballista and Magda, but this looks like a pretty good spot for Seasoned Pyro. My mana is going to be good at supporting double red, it looks like, and I think it can be a pretty powerful... Archon came back. Let's go! I don't know how that happened, but we are doing it. Wow, okay. I was already resigned to the fact that I wouldn't have the best reanimation target, and then it wheeled. What a good sign. That was crazy. And then the next pack here is going to have some red-black stuff. Can I get a Blood Tithe Harvester wheel? Is that too much to ask for? I guess we'll have to see. But, wow, what a start. And mostly red-black. Now there's Harvester and Blackcleave. I mean, there's 5 Rakdos cards here, plus a Time Warp. But I'm going to take Blood Tithe. It's a really good 2-drop. It's a good discard outlet. It's a removal spell. It can apply some pressure. I think it just fits the plan a lot better. Now, I think I'll take Concealing Curtains. I love Malevolent Rumble in these decks, but I don't really have a reason to move off of Grixis, I don't think. Let's just take the Curtains here. Ooh, and him came back. Well, I would say black is open, so... And we've got 2 Land Cyclers and a Xander's Lounge. Could use, obviously, more red-black lands, which Blazemire Verge does perfectly, of course. Passing a really late Once Upon a Time. Oh, I'll take the Wish Claw, though. I don't think I'm that likely to use it. There's a chance, depending on what kind of lands we get. Rather, what kind of combos we get, not lands. This gets the lands. I also don't mind passing a late Soil Mycospawn, though I have passed a fair amount of green. Natural Order Wield. past this late Myco spawn, past the Once Upon a Time and Nissa. So they're in Malevolent Rumble, like some pretty good green kind of at the end here. So we'll have to see. Nacho's almost assuredly playing white. Haven't seen much in the way of white. White blue would actually be my guess based on what we've been seeing or not seeing. Black is obviously super open. All right, Eshki Dragonclaw, not really so much for me. Let's go. What do we got? Oh, a Mox Emerald? Don't mind if I do. And Itali might come back. There's also Badlands because, you know, these cards have been wheeling. Let's see. Ugin's going to get taken for sure. Mox Opal for sure. Fury for sure. Tidebinder for sure. So that means I want 3 people to take, like, I want Itali or Badlands, and I think as long as someone takes Fresh Start, Questing Beast, Nissa, Backstreet, some combo of those, then I should get one of those things back. But we'll take the Mox. And then now, I think we're slamming Cogwork. I'm not a big Urza Saga believer in decks like this. I don't think I'm going to have enough artifacts to get. I don't need Watery Grave because I'm basically just red-black. The Fire Ice I could just cast off Xander's Lounge. And I think Cogwork is just really strong. Passing a Nadu and 6. Passing Nacho, I guess a Stoneforge Mother of Runes. Who knows? I'm just going to take Cogwork here. And now, I think we just take Chain Lightning. 1 mana interaction is pretty good. Don't have the artifacts for Legion Extruder. Not a Noise Marine deck. I don't think Grim is actually even that good. And then Mind Twist is not really what I want. So yeah, I'll take Chain Lightning here. That is fine. Oh, Emperor of Bones? Yes, please. There's also Duress, huh? I have him and Collective Brutality. I think Emperor of Bones is just too good to pass up. It's really good. Even with just the land cyclers, hits for a ton of damage. So passing Greaves to go with that Nadu, though Nacho's definitely not playing green, so hopefully one of my teammates is down the line. I would have liked Duress, and I don't think trading Cogwork for Duress is what I want to do. Now here, I think I'll freebooter over Night's Whisper and Sunset Strike Master. Freebooter's pretty good. I do like Night's Whisper with some of the stuff that I've got going on. Is it possible that I want that instead? No, I think just Disruption is really nice. And then here, ooh, there's Grief and Bitter Triumph. Also, Carnage Interpreter was good for me last week, but I think I was going to take Bitter Triumph. Removal plus discard is nice. I as I've said many times, I'm not a biggest Grief believer, and I have Curtains, Freebooter, Brutality, Him, so I've got some hand disruption. All right, take that. Still could use some big creatures. Oh man, this is another tough one. Voidwalker versus Deep Cavern Bat. They're both so good. And I could Cogwork here. I feel like I can still do better. There's also Corpse Dance, but I'm hoping to pick up. I guess I have Emperor of Bones and Necromancy. I have 2 things. I kind of think I just take Voidwalker. Voidwalker is awesome. Passing a late key, but I always find Voidwalker to be such a threatening card. Oh wow, now there's a Dark Ritual. That's really great. I don't mind Evolved Sleeper, Nethergoy for Evidence are all fine, but Dark Ritual in this deck looks pretty good. I just have a lot of black cards. Dark Ritual, it's a very powerful card if you've got some good things to play with it. The mana boost is really nice. Okay, so that was pick 8. So we haven't seen Atraxa, Vaultborn, even like Emrakul. Emrakul wouldn't really work so much in this deck. Woodfall Primus, any of those things. So Archon wheeled in pack 1, as we saw, so it seems pretty likely that those cards, I think, just haven't been open. I mean, Atraxa could have gotten open. That card doesn't get passed too late. But look, Itali came back around. Badlands didn't, but that's okay. I think I want Itali more at this point anyway. Though Badlands would also just be disgusting with Oliphant and Troll. Oh, interesting. Mardu Siegebreaker? Any outs? I think I could either take it. I'm not going to splash a Mardu Siegebreaker, though. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'll just hate Nacho's Figure of Destiny. Here, I'll take Mind Twist. There's some decks where I would board that in. Passing a late Lotus Lion Sash. I hope we don't lose to that. I guess I'll just take Canker Bloom, whatever. I hate Endurance. Guess no one's playing green. Oh, sure. Carnage Interpreter, why not? Oh, last pick Corpse Dance. Okay, this is just so open. Let's just have the packs cooperate. It feels like I'm the only person drafting reanimation stuff, which is a good place to be for going into pack 3 here with... I'm not even missing anything. I've got 2 reanimators, 2 ways to reanimate, and a tutor, as well as like 1, 2, 3, 4 discard outlets, not even counting Carnage Interpreter because that one's a little harder to set up. So I feel like we could, this pack, we could just get a 5th pick Entomb. We could, you know, if we open a Troxa or Reanimate or both and I cogwork them, you know, we got moves. Okay. Well, now I'm going to take one ring. I could cogwork Gristlebrand or Worldspine or Woodfall Primus, but I just kind of feel like one of those is going to wheel. So I'll just take the one ring. Really good with the Dark Ritual, by the way. And there's also Through the Breach here. I do like Through the Breach. Interesting. So what could I do here? I could take Breach or Gristlebrand, but I think with Primus and Gristlebrand and Worldspine in the pack, I really don't need, like, the Flash decks will take one of these, or the Sneak decks could take either, depending on what they have. I just feel like I'm going to get one of these back. I'm just going to take the one ring here. And then now there's Bowmasters and Mana Drain. I didn't pass any blue, though I didn't see much blue passed. I think I'm just going to take Bowmasters and let Drain go by. And then this pack, oh, there's Sneak. Okay, I definitely want that. Take Sneak. Nothing else here is even that relevant. All right. We'll see if this cogwork ends up being good or not here. I was hoping one of these next two packs would just have like a reanimate plus like a strong card or something, but we'll see. Now there's Emrakul, which I guess I do take, and I still don't really need to take a second card here. I'm not going to take Mystical Tutor. I would rather just not have that color of mana. Yeah, I don't even mind that I didn't cogwork, because at this point I'm going to have enough big creatures, and I wasn't going to cogwork Through the Breach, I don't think. I also think like I'll have my choice of those two cards when they wheel. That said, you know, we only got a couple of packs left for cogwork to be doing stuff. The funny thing is I might end up cogworking out of that pack. Oh, there's the 5th pick Entomb, exactly what I said. Cogworking out of that pack when it comes around, which is really funny. I don't think I want any of these red cards. That's not what this deck's doing. I definitely want the Entomb, and I don't think I need Underground Sea, right? I've got no blue cards. Yeah, all right. Entomb it is. I could use another Animate. That would be nice. I have 2. Oh, 3 with Corpse Dance, actually. No, I'm just kind of doing good. 3 targets, 3 Animates, a Sneak, a Tutor. I mean, I guess a Blood Crypt would be a pretty nice one to pick up. So that we could set our sights on that. And here is a Life Death. Passing a Daze, Jar, Sedgemoor Witch. All right. Fair enough here. Maybe Benji Bot here took that Hole Breacher and I passed an Echo, so it's probably what's going on over there. I even have some decent removal. I've got Chain Lightning, Collective Brutality, Fire Ice, Bitter Triumph, and I've got Brutality, Him, Discard. I mean, I kind of have it all. Okay, so now there's Snuff Out I definitely want. I don't think I need Shallow Grave. I mean, it's pretty good with all of these. I could just cogwork the Shallow Grave. Is that better than cogworking in 2 picks? 2 big creatures, assuming there's 2 left. I have Bones, Corpse Dance, Tomb. Yeah, I think I will cogwork here. And then here, Shieldred and Fire Covenant and Currency Converter. I think this deck probably wants... Oh, I like Shieldred with the 1 ring. That's pretty sick. And yeah, Shieldred seems good. I do like Fire Covenant, but all right, Gristlebrand came back. So did Worldspine and Woodfall, but I'll just take the Gristlebrand here. And then, sure, I'll take a Liliana. I'm going to have to cut a bunch of cards here. Is there any chance I'd play Nexus? I mean, I'm not playing Nurturing Peatland. I don't care about passing these things. I guess maybe I could hate the Sylvan. There's just no shot I play Nexus, I don't think. Okay. And then here, I guess Screaming Nemesis, there's maybe some decks I'd board it in. All right, I'm not going to play Dragon's Rage Channeler, I don't think. I'll cut a Jace over a Sedgemoor Witch. I can probably cut the Concealing Curtains. It is funny that Memory Jar ended up like it would be decent here because I have Bowmasters and Shieldred. Okay, well, we got some cuts to make here, but we got a deck, all right. All right, adding lands, this gets up to 46 cards. Deck is our deck was open because it's 14 lands plus Troll, Oliphant, Mox, and then even Dark Ritual, so I think that's fine. So I think the 6 we want to cut, Concealing Curtains, Seasoned Pyro, because I just don't have to play that much red, Carnage Interpreter, as much as I hate to, Fire Ice. What's 4? Probably Liliana, just because it's kind of expensive. It's 5, and I mean, I do like Lily because it's a 0-mana discard outlet, but it has to survive to do that. So, and I feel like with what I have, Entomb, Bitter Triumph, Collective Brutality, Blood Tithe Harvester, I've got 4. I could cut Life Death, honestly. It's the weakest of my animates. Maybe that's the cut. I don't really want to cut him or Chain Lightning. Yeah, I think I kind of like this. Actually, I'm going to cut the Freebooter and I'm going to keep the Liliana. Liliana seems like it's probably decent enough here. I've got too much good reanimation. Okay, let's do it. Alrighty, time for round 1, and we have a turn 3 Atali, you know, if we had a black source. Alright, I'll mulligan this hand. So if I draw DT or Entomb, it's good. It's that or go to 5. I guess I'll put a swamp back. I don't love it, but I don't know. 5-card hand is better. I still have turn 2 Voidwalker. If I draw him, it can be pretty nice too. Like I said, I'm not thrilled with the prospects here, but I feel like I wasn't supposed to mold this hand. All right. What is my best draw? I mean, Entomb is probably my best draw. DT would also be pretty good. I guess DT is almost always worse than just drawing the card you would DT for. Unless you have like Yogwill or something, then it's different. Swamp, ideal, of course. Playing against Jeskai. Here's Mana Vault. Okay, no, another Swamp. Oh, Collective Brutality. I don't mind Collective Brutality, but given that I have Corpse Dance in hand, I really should wait to draw a Reanimate spell before firing off Brutality. If I knew that they were going to like 4th Year Lingus me or something, then that's a different story. The other thing is with Dothi Voidwalker in play, it can be nice to land a discard spell. Like maybe I make him discard Lorien Revealed and crack Voidwalker. What is this? Ballista for 3 or something? Okay, that's fine. Now I just need to draw a big creature this turn so I can Collective Brutality it. Let's go. All right. Just pass. It's not that I care about Ballista that much. Obviously, it's going to be a little annoying if this grows past the Brutality point. But if I draw a big creature, I can set up a Corpse Dance really nicely. Looks like we're playing against artifacts of some kind. Okay. Okay. That's a big creature, all right. Let's wait a turn here so we can do it all in the same turn. I think that's going to be better. I don't really care about casting Corpse Dance with buyback. That sounds unnecessary, but I think if I land an Archon hit, I'm pretty happy. And the Ballista still will die to this Brutality here. Okay. Pass the turn, no land, nothing. There's Emrakul as well. Huh, interesting. So if I Emrakul them, they'd go down to no permanence? No. The reason I don't want to Emrakul them is I would have to... Boom, boom, okay. I would have to do it in response to the Brutality. So let's... And then if they had a counter, they could just counter it. I think Archon will still likely get the job done. Mana Drain. Okay. Corpse Dance here. This will get their 2 of their cards. Gets their Ballista either way. Oh, they're going to kill my Archon. Hull Breacher. Oh, okay. So they're going to sack the Ballista, discard a card. I'm not going to draw. They're going to make a treasure. And then when I attack with Archon, they're then going to sack the Hull Breacher. I don't think this worked out that great for them. They could have just kept Hull Breacher. They stopped 1 draw and got a treasure, but they still lose the Hull Breacher when they wouldn't have lost it otherwise. So I actually think that was not a good idea. They didn't untap their Mana Vault. It's wild. And they drew Spellseeker. Okay. Into what? Ancestral? Hopefully not. Unfortunately, I drew a land, so my hand is still pretty bad. All right, well, it looks like they're not slamming Ancestral. They got a reprieve. Sure. Liliana, they're going to reprieve it. They have to reprieve it. If you don't, it doesn't really work. Land, Liliana, +1. Each discard a card. I'm just going to discard Blazemire Verge here. They're going to discard whatever they drew. They drew Echo of Eons. Okay. Well, I mean, given they don't have a Hull Breacher, yeah, I guess they'll probably Echo, and we're going to have a little redraw here. It's not a good way to tap for it, I don't think, given... No, I guess they have the treasure token. I just would probably tap a plains instead of a talisman. It's maybe a small note. Okay, well, I don't have an animate here, but I do have... Bowmasters is pretty nice. Entomb is nice, so when I do draw an animate, and then... Oh, Ghost Vacuum. That's an annoying card, for sure. Okay. I'm going to attack Liliana. That's fine. I'm probably just going to +1 Lily. Let's see what they do. They already played their land. Snuff Out, very nice against the Hull Breacher combo deck. I'll say that. True Name Nemesis. Okay. That's not going to be a problem. I mean, if I just draw a good creature here, then we got things done. But even if I don't, I get to go Mox, Bowmasters, Ping Spellseeker, Liliana, your true name, land, Oliphant. Just cast that piece. And then pass the turn. They can Ghost Vacuum and pick up... they probably want to exile their own graveyard. Just, you know, feed the vacuum. Don't think it's going to come down to that. So now they've got a Mana Vault, which they still haven't really dealt with. They go to 2. They've got to deal with Oliphant and Bowmasters. And they did not. Nice. Okay. This looks like a matchup for Freebooter. Chain Lightning doesn't look as good. I know I can kill a Hull Breacher on sorcery speed. I wonder if I want Fire Ice. And Mind Twist or Concealing Curtains. I mean, I like Liliana. I'm glad I didn't pass Shieldred and Bowmasters, which are also going to be very good against their draw 7s. Okay, Bitter Triumph is still good. Brutality is still great. Voidwalker, I think, is pretty solid. All right, I'm game. Mind Twist is a little less good against Echo of Eons. When you spend your turn twisting them and then they just discard Echo and then flash it back, that's not ideal. What do we got here? All right. This is not the best hand in the world, but... Oh, Library. Okay. But it's going to get libraried pretty hard because they're going to go 7, then to 8. Well, they go 7, then they 8. Go up to 8, and they play a land, go down to 7. But then I can him them down to 5. So, and I have a sneak, so I have too many of this kind of effect. So that part is a little bit unfortunate. But basically, if big creatures are a decent draw, and Tomb is obviously always a great draw. All right, let's go get a swamp here. Draw another swamp. Cool. Him you, get 2 more land. Probably not what I wanted to get, but now they can't library unless they just pass the turn and do nothing, which I'm okay with too. Okay, well, I'm still going to lose now if this is how it goes. Because they can now library up to 8 and then play a land and have mana drain up, presumably. Yeah, I don't think I want to run out the sneak then. All right, land 4 in a row. This is brutal. Last turn that would have been a great draw because I would have just had a troll in play. Now I kind of want to just chill. I just don't think it does that much for me to get a troll out. And if they drain me, it's just complete disaster. Oh, they're drawing now, so they're going to play something like a talisman. Oh, mana vault. Yeah, they just definitely have mana drain in hand based on how they're playing their stuff. All right, see if I can hit something. Well, Liliana is interesting. All right, let's pass the turn here. What I think I want to do, we'll see how they play this. Hopefully they library, and then I can go necromancy. Oh, yeah. I'm going to corpse dance with buyback in response, so they can't ghost vacuum the troll here. Yeah, ghost vacuum was a pretty brutal draw. I mean, I do have sneak, which is nice, but it just blanks 3 of the cards in my hand, including the play I was going to make, so not what I'm hoping to do. I guess what I was hoping to do is cast necromancy, they counter it, then I go Liliana, tick it up, and they go down to 5 cards. And so again, they're off library. Oh, they didn't play a land. They're just going to discard to hand size instead. The Echo of Eons, sure. Let's play Liliana of the Veil here. Reprieve, all right, well, I will run it back. I'll discard this corpse dance. That's just not going to do anything for me. All right. Unfortunately, now they can just Hull Breacher echo me, but they could have done that no matter what. Okay. I mean, if I draw a creature, I can also go necromancy. They ghost vacuum it and I shallow grave it in response. That's a potential option. They're going to be off library here in a second. There's Oliphant. I think I just discard Mountain here. Currency Converter is very annoying against Liliana, but getting them off library is too important, I think. Brazen Borrower is their worst card. We're not winning this game. All right. Oliphant, get in there. This time, not a winning play. Last time it was actually pretty good. This time I don't think it's gonna do it. Okay. They didn't mana drain it at least. All right, they make a 2/2, so I guess they're planning on attacking this Liliana. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on because they have a lot of cards. They missed a land drop a few turns ago. That's obviously not really relevant anymore. They've libraried 6 times or something, and they're still not like doing that much. I assume I'm dead. They have a lot of mana, a lot of cards. They have a ghost vacuum, so they're like somewhat protected there. This Liliana does technically threaten to ultimate at some point here, but that's not really going to be easy to pull off against a currency converter making rogue tokens. Assuming they're going to do something with this Oliphant. They did discard Brazen Borrower after all, so it'd be nice to just get a sick Entomb draw. Get lost, kill my Oliphant. Oh, Treasure Cruise back up to 7 cards for library. I guess they gonna play a land and sure attack Lily for 2. That's fine. I mean, if I draw Archon or Atali or something, like we could be talking. Cycled Lounge. Make you sack the rogue token. Pass the turn. They can use currency converter. They can ghost vacuum the Oliphant. These are the kind of games I like least in Magic, where you're just losing the whole game, but you just can't really concede. Like, I don't think it would be responsible. I didn't use Ghost Vacuum, regardless of kind of the openings my opponent's given me here to concede. I gotta kind of play it out, even though I just think I'm less than 5%, probably less than 3% to win. I don't know. It depends on what's in their hand, I guess, but they have so many cards. How could this... Yeah, they have like a spell bomb too. They have a lot of cards that are pretty annoying for me. It'd be nice to get like one really just sick Entomb draw. That's what we're saving it for game 3. Okay. Let's cast the One Ring. I'm sure it's gonna get countered. Oh no! All right. Good plus Lily. I don't really think I need to do that. I'm just gonna pass here because I'm sure they have Hull Breacher. At some point I want to tap the One Ring, but I don't need to do it right now. And they're looting away 10 cards in their deck. Okay. I've got a Ghost Vacuum. Well, they also had the Ghost Vacuum. They were just electing not to use it for unknown reasons. And now it's like they have so few cards in their deck. They've drawn more than 12 cards, like 12 more cards than me or something. And yeah, keep on librarying, I guess. Do your thing. Do I end of turn? Oh, no, now they can Hull Breacher. It's fine. No, they didn't. Okay. I assume they're killing the One Ring, yeah? All right, One Ring is down. All right. Let's get some big creatures in the mix here. That'll be our only shot to win. I mean, if I draw Gristlebrand and I go like Lily +1, discard Gristlebrand, cast Necromancy, they Ghost Vacuum, I sneak it in or Shallow Grave it in response. Huh. Let's see if that resolves. All right. Bloodtithe Harvester. Make the blood. Map on the Harvester. Map on the Harvester. All right, Gristlebrand is on top of my deck here. And I am going to hope to next turn get some Gristlebranding going. We're going to make a treasure end of turn. Have they not found Hull Breacher? I guess maybe that's what's going on. Okay. They're chilling still. I mean, I guess next turn if I draw Gristlebrand, okay, Portable Hole on the Voidwalker probably, yeah. Voidwalker goes down. There's 7 cards left. If I could exile that Echo Vions, maybe we could talk about decking them, but I don't think I have a way to do that. Right? I don't have any of that stuff. Oh, I have Emperor Bones. I got something, okay. Looks like they're actually going to make a move here, though. So there's the Hull Breacher. All right. And they can echo with counter backup. All right. I don't draw any cards. They get to 7. I guess we'll see what they're going to do to kill me. I'm sure it's something. They have a lot of mana. Goldspan Dragon with 1,000,000 treasures in play. Wow, now their treasures they're up to 8 treasures, a 16 mana, actually 18 because the currency converter can make another treasure as well. Sure, attack Liliana, why not? Just play Sneak, at least this way if I draw a big creature, Sneak does something. Okay. Kill the Hull Breacher. Not that it really matters to do that now. Pass the turn. I mean, I'm dead to the gold span before they deck, even if nothing else happens. So, and the currency converter can probably start making things. But true name. All right. Yeah, that's enough. I'm not coming back here. Okay. Do I want concealing curtains, chain lightning, fire ice, instant speed way to kill whole breacher? If I had a way to kill an artifact, I would definitely put that in, but that I don't have. I think I like where I'm at. I just need to have a little bit more proactive of a draw and maybe not face down a library. All right, round 3 or game 3 time. Let's go on the play. All right, I'm all okay. Keep this hand. I think I'm going to put Xander's Lounge back. They're also mulling, and I'm going to turn 1 freebooter. Maybe turn 2 DT. I would like to get a little bit more. Why is my Mox? A little more info before doing that. Okay, take Talisman and leave True Name. And Ballista? Okay. That was a nice draw on turn 1. Oh, that was a nice draw on turn 2. Himu. I got, well, I don't know if it's good or bad. I guess it's better to get both land or both spells. I would rather have just gotten both lands. But now if I draw any land, I can just slam a Shieldred. And if I don't, I can DT for something. I'm not DTing for a land. That is not going to be my play. I just would hope to draw a land, I guess. All right. So that's a really bad draw. I could DT for Sneak. I kind of want to just cast DT. What do I get here? Bowmasters, the 1 ring. I get the 1 ring and then just hope to draw lands. I think I will just DT for the 1 ring. The problem is getting any of 3-cost cards just doesn't do anything. All right, land, please. They have a mountain in hand still. All right, let's slam with freebooter. I'm going to play Shieldred first. I think Shieldred is more powerful. Let's just try to get the game over with. They didn't draw mana drain. All right, nice. Or reprieve. Oh, they did draw petty theft. All right, well, it's better than get lost, I guess. And so now they have mountain plus unknown in hand. Brazen Bar, we're chilling there. I wouldn't hate drawing a land, honestly, because making my land drops while I have Gristlebrand in hand is actually kind of relevant. Slam Shieldred again, and let's just chill. They have a Brazen Bar they're going to play here. Let's see. They take 2. Next turn I can 1 ring. They can't play Goldspan. Attacking I don't think is unreasonable there. Let's attack here with Shieldred first. I don't really want to trade, but if they're happy not trading, then I'm also happy not trading. 1 ring. Okay. They didn't hold breacher me yet. Okay, and now I'm just going to go get my Xander's Lounge. If they want to Ghost Vacuum that troll, they can. All right. Now, I mean, they're in a ton of trouble now. Sheldok's kind of interesting because of the 1 ring, but turns out hemming their 2 spells was better than hemming their lands because they drew all lands after. All right, so let's draw. I'd feel a lot better if I found a Snuff Out. Let me just tell you that, because Hull Breacher is still a concern. Oh, Bitter Triumph. All right. That nails that. And Attack with Shieldred, pass the turn. I mean, I can just cast Gristlebrand here soon. Also, they can't Hull Breacher me. They can't... they have to deal with Shieldred, and they have to deal with the One Ring, and I just don't think they're going to be in a good position to do either of those. All right. Well, they drew literally like 5 land in a row, so we take those. I mean, I guess they drew the Borrower at some point, but I had hemmed them down to those 2 lands in hand, and they drew Island, Thundering Falls, Sheldock. All right, so now we're going to make a Troll. They could have made a True Name. I think that they probably should have, honestly. It's Entomb, Oliphant, I guess. If I get an Animate spell, that'll do it. I mean, I can actually win by just Bitter Triumphing, I guess. I don't really need to go through this whole rigmarole, but sure. Let's draw with the One Ring too. And Corpse Dance and Oliphant. And that'll do it. Hymn to Turok does some good work once more. All right, time for round 2. Playing against like a blue-white Lutri deck. And this is a pretty solid hand. Could be... Yeah, that's not an ideal opening for me, but Standards Lounge into maybe Dothy if I draw a swamp. Otherwise, I could just play Emperor of Bones. They have like Wrath in their deck, but I don't think running out Emperor of Bones is too bad. Landmock's top is a really nice start. Okay, I don't have any outs to Thopters except Voidwalker actually stops Thopter Sword, so protect the Voidwalker at all costs here. Next turn, I could Collective Brutality them or Liliana them. We'll see what they play. No plays, huh? Well, I do need to draw a big creature. That would be pretty nice. What do I do here? I could Brutality them. Yeah, that seems better. Or maybe I just Liliana them. They don't have a lot of cards in their hand. No, actually, it's Brutality. Because if I Brutality them, I can also cycle Oliphant and play One Ring next turn. Bolus of Citadel Cauldron Complete Island? Okay. Guess it would have worked out better to Liliana, huh? They're pretty far from... Like, their hand is really bad. They didn't put Lutri into hand? Maybe they have an instant that they want to play with their top or something. Next turn, hopefully land the One Ring, and then that'll set up some good animates in the future here. Vented Prism for 2. All right, so I guess they're close to casting Cauldron here. Technically close to casting Citadel as well. Oh, Bowmasters is nice. Slam. Play the One Ring. I really want to hit their life total if they're trying to Bolus of Citadel me, so pass the turn. They get to spin their top. I mean, if they Citadel with top, that's pretty tough. I guess the Bowmasters kind of stops that, but I think One Ring is still where I want to be. So they need to have a black source, which I don't know if is actually easy or possible in their deck. They could also cast Cauldron, but that's not going to do it. Oh, there's a black source. Okay. They don't draw a card off the star, which is kind of nice. Okay, well, let's see what they can do with this Bolus of Citadel, huh? It's not over. Obviously not ideal. And next turn I'm going to get to do a lot of damage. All right, top. I mean, drawing with top clears the top cards off, but... Ooh, they got Sword here. Well, and it still doesn't do anything. Top, I mean... Ugin going down to 3, exile the Voidwalker. Okay, well, I guess the good news is I don't have any other permanents for them to kill. They gain 3 and draw a card, they go to 6. At this point, Shallow Graving the Oliphant might do the trick, and if I draw Entomb or something, So we go to 4 now. They get to exile nothing. Okay. Draw with the One Ring. Any entombs? Any entombs? Well, I do get to Liliana Emrakul here, which I think is probably the play. If they have a counter, they have a counter. And this doesn't actually kill them because of the Sword of the Meek and the, well, just the Thopter Foundry would have been enough, but it does a lot of damage. Well, it doesn't do any damage. It makes them sack a lot of permanents. Might not be enough still. They have 2 mana. I mean, we'll see. Doesn't matter who I attack because it's not connecting. So they get to get back Thopter. Sword. Sack 6 permanents. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be good enough because I don't really have an answer to the Sword of the Meek or the Ugin. Yeah, Bolus the Citadel Top, in fact, did the job. Now they chump. Yeah, all right. I don't need to play it out against that. All right. Yeah, I definitely want Kitesail Freebooter in again. Chain Lightning. Well, Chain Lightning does kill Stoneforge. It's like the one reason to have it in. Though Snuff Out does too. I have some ways to kill it. And do I want Mind Twist or Concealing Curtains? I mean, Liliana doesn't seem amazing. Maybe I just Mind Twist instead. All right. Let's try this. All right, I would like to play first. And I guess I needed to be a little bit faster there. If I had put Oliphant into play, maybe that would have even been better. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'll keep this hand. So if I put Oliphant, it would attack for 6. No, it still wouldn't kill them is the problem, because they could just sack 2 artifacts and go to 6 and then chump. So, Haywire Might. I could snuff that out. I think I'm just going to DT for sneak attack. I'll kill Haywire Might before then if I need to. And then hope to draw something to play next turn. A Hymn to Turok, maybe? Collective Brutality, Kitesail Freebooter. Really, almost anything would be fine. And keep Snuff in hand. Printed Prism, okay. Necromancy, interesting. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me right now, but it could at some point. I am going to have to snuff out, oh my god, Strip Mine. Okay. Whew. Wow, that was a beating. I guess I'm probably in a lot of trouble here. I guess I don't need to kill that now. Well, better late than never, I guess. Still could go for a discard outlet now that I have this Necromancy. So, discard outlet, red source. These are all reasonable things. I just don't want to draw swamps or like big creatures. Okay, mountain is totally fine. Whoa, hold on. Snuff out the Haywire Might. Play sneak. Oh, okay. Guess I'll send. If they had a counterspell, I might just keep the Voidwalker back. Okay, well, they got a turn to do something about this sneak. Are they just hardcasting Citadel? Okay. They haven't played a land yet. There goes the land. There goes Saheeli. And that's it? Oh, okay. So they're just dead then, I assume. Gristlebrand. Pay 7 life. I just need to draw a red source. Sneak. Archon. And that should be way more than enough. All right, all right. That Strip Mine almost took me out, but we managed to get there. And I don't think they're beating this particular pair of sneak targets. Boom, they did not. All right, so I kind of want to put in one more mountain against Strip Mine. I have a lot of swamps. I know, in before. But, and, yeah, all right. I like where we're at. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, Trollo Khazad-dûm makes this hand pretty solid. If I drew a swamp, I could turn one Bowmasters. That would be nice. I did, and I will. I haven't really seen any counter magic from them, so I think I'm just going to pass the turn and just fire it off end of turn here. They might... I guess I'll play this in response. Because I don't think they're cracking it now, so no reason to let them do that. Blood Tithe. Hit for 2. And do I cycle the troll? I guess I probably do. See, I'm not that close to casting it. This way I can hit a land drop and still cycle Xander's Lounge here. So they didn't put a Lutri into hand, huh? Let's just pass. I don't think I need to do this right now. They're just chilling here. They have Wrath. They do. All right, that's fine. Did a bunch of damage to them. Yep. All right. Any big creatures? Nope. Corpse Dance with buyback. Oops, no, I don't want to sack it. Actually, no. Because now they go to 8, and then I Corpse Dance the Bowmasters, and they go to 6 maybe? And then I Corpse Dance the Troll. Saheeli. The Haywire Might. Okay. Oh, well, there we go. Kill Saheeli. Discard Gristlebrand. Play a land so I don't get dazed. Corpse Dance Gristlebrand. Pay 7 life. Alright, well. They need to do something pretty good to win here, so I guess I'll just chill. I mean, they're at 1, I'm at 20, and I've got a lot of lethal cards in hand. Pentad Prism for 2. That unlocks the Haywire Might, so I guess they don't quite just die. No reason to use Blood Token yet. So now there are 3 cards in hand. I have 7 mana. Mind Twist them for 3. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Get their hand. Cauldra, Teferi, Show and Tell. Play Voidwalker. I mean, I could have played that first, I guess, but I think the Voidwalker being in play is going to be enough. Is it a little 2-0? We don't hate that. Don't hate that start at all. There we go. All right, what a day to be caught with a deck with 0 artifact interaction. Play against artifacts again here. All right, I mean, I think this hand is decent. It is unfortunate that Emrakul, Emperor of Bones is not a combo. There's no real way to exile Emrakul to the Emperor of Bones, but we live with that, I guess. All right, let's go Xander's Lounge. They mulled to 5. Bowmaster is good against people who mulled to 5. Also people with 7 cards. It's just a really good card. This isn't even a deck that really takes advantage of it in any particular way. Well, if it's good, it'll be gone. One of these two is getting taken, I assume. You could take Chain Lightning here if you really wanted to, but my guess is Orcish Bowmasters gets the axe. Oh, Emperor Bones. Yeah, that's fair too. Bobble. Oh, better bobble. The bobbling's good, or this Bowmasters is going to come collect. All right, they do get to bobble. Liliana. That's pretty nice. Let's just pass. Yes, it means that if they have an instant speed card draw spell, now they get to cast it in response. But more importantly, I think they can't play cheap creatures or a 1 toughness creature. So I think that'll be good. And I'll probably discard this Chain Lightning to Liliana. No reason to discard Emrakul quite yet. And they're at 2 cards in hand. Wow, they drew a lot of swamps. And then they didn't do anything? Okay. +1. I guess I'll discard Gristlebrand. Did they mean to, or did they just F6 there? They didn't say anything. All right, well. Attack for 2 and do nothing. I mean, Lily ult might be a thing here. We'll see. They're stuck on all swamps. It's a lot of swamps. All right, they didn't have much. What was I doing? Drawing mostly discard outlets. That's okay. Yeah. I just played against 3 combo decks, so the freebooter ends up being good and the chain lightning ends up being bad. I kind of want Mind Twist then too. It's a little bit slow, but I think it'll be okay. I do have Dark Ritual in my deck. Might be that the Liliana has to go. All right. Let's try this. On the draw here. And what do we got? All right, well, this is a turn 4 Archon as things currently stand. Assuming I draw lands, I guess. I could go like turn 2 Blood Tithe, turn 3 Emperor of Bones, and then turn 4 Animate Act or Adapt it. I could also play Sneak and just do it that way. Dark Ritual would be a very interesting draw. Oliphant is actually not a terrible draw just because drawing lands is not bad from this situation, and it's another creature to animate. Talisman. I think I just get Mountain. I could get Swamp or Xander's Lounge, sorry, but the reason I don't want to get Xander's Lounge is turn 3 I want to play Emperor and then use the blood token most likely. Drawing him kind of makes me wish I did, but I could also just draw a Swamp. That'd be easy. What you got? Basalt Monolith. Okay, they got big things coming. Into Pyrite Spellbomb. They do have Forensic Gadgeteer in their deck. Okay, Bowmasters is kind of nice. Let's just hit for 3 and pass. And what I can do is end of turn, I can discard the Archon to Blood and then play Bowmasters. And then next turn, Emperor and fire it up if they don't have red for Pyrite. This also keeps Bowmasters up in case they cast a card draw spell. And if they have Forensic Gadgeteer, I have Bitter Triumph to break that thing up, which was nice because I don't really want to get comboed out here. Oh, whatever this is, I don't like it. Can be a Kappa Cannoneer, yeah. All right. That one, that doesn't bother me so much. I just need to draw a Swamp. Then we're golden. Could have tapped the Pyrite. You'd have another mana untapped. Okay. Let's see if this flushes out the Pyrite. It does not. All right. Discard Archon. Any swamps? Oh, Dark Ritual. Well, I guess I could have used the Sneak then. Oh, there's Corpse Dance. So I think what I'm going to do is go Ritual him and then Corpse Dance. Candelabra and Mox Opal. All right, well, good luck here. Land. I mean, is this just lethal? It looks like just lethal. Little turn 4 kill. It was a 3-0. Just like that. Clocking it at exactly an hour. That's pretty nice. I mean, this deck was nice. It's nice. I kind of called it. I said I was going to get a 5th pick in Tomb. After I wheeled the Archon, it's like no one's drafting Reanimator. Everyone's drafting Artifact. Those fools would never be me. And I got to assemble an Entomb. Though I didn't really actually get to Entomb much. I never got those like really sick Ritual Entomb draws. But still, Entomb, Brutality, Bitter Triumph, Blood Tithe, Liliana. That's 5 discard outlets. And then, of course, Demonic Tutor adds 1 to everything. I had a Mox and a Ritual, so I had fast mana. I had decent fixing, no bad lands, but 2 land cyclers for a tapped land and just a Blazemire Verge, not bad. I had Shallow Grave, Necromancy, Corpse Dance, Sneak Attack, Emperor of Bones with Life Death in the sideboard, didn't even need it. I had 4 big good creatures, these are all very good. And then I had like Shieldred, One Ring, Bowmaster, so I had some like randomly powerful stuff. Voidwalker kind of fits in that category, and then him, Snuff Out, Chain Lightning, the Collective Brutality, and Bitter Triumph come back here for this too. Liliana also as kind of disruption. kind of an ideal Reanimator deck, to be honest, and got a little lucky. Himmed in good spots. They had some mulligans. Everything kind of added up. Got a 3-0. That's how it's done. So that'll do it for today. We won the draft easily. We're up 6-1 right now. So I guess we haven't technically won, but unless my teammates lose 5 matches in a row, we'll at least tie then. But I will be back tomorrow with another draft, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.